people don't really understand how the government works. And there's a lot of people who think that, Joe Biden can just, press a button and get rid of all of our student loans. I know most of us in elementary school should have learned what checks and balances are. So no branch of government has full power. Everybody has power over each branch. Some people, they have low debt. Other people have an extreme amount of debt. It varies from person to person. For some people, this made a really, really big difference. Half of their loans are gone. Some people, on the other hand, who are like hitting 80 to 90K in student loan debt, this is only making like a dent. There are people out there that are pissed off about this, and they feel like it's unfair that people's loans are being forgiven. I hate that mentality. I hate that mentality of, oh, well, I suffered, so you have to suffer. Hey everyone, it's B. Welcome back to my channel. I'm back in another video. It looks like our student loans are finally going to decrease. They're not going away completely, but I think this is a big step in the right direction. A lot of people, a lot of people don't really understand how the government works. And there's a lot of people who think that, Joe Biden can just, press a button and get rid of all of our student loans. And maybe he can. I know people have talked about how budget wise, a lot of the money that the government has, it goes towards like other things that, they could be using towards us, but whatever. But, with Joe Biden, when he makes these decisions, he does have to get approval from the Senate and from Congress. And if they don't want to budge and they don't want to, because there is, I know most of us in elementary school should have learned what checks and balances are. So no branch of government has full power. Everybody has power over each branch. And so, Joe Biden, he needs that support to do the things that he wants to do. And if the government is a budget and he can't do anything. The same thing happened with Obama. Obama was working with a government that was against him. And they didn't want to work with him on a lot of things. So there was a lot of stuff that he just could not do. And so, it looks like they did bend a little bit. And they were able to come to some type of agreement where people are getting their loans decreased. I tried to log into my account and see if it had been applied yet, because some people have said that they already have seen decreases. And so, well, first of all, the website wasn't even working for the first 2 days after this was announced, because I think everybody was hopping on to see what the changes were. And then I looked to go see what mine was looking like, and I couldn't tell if the loans had been reduced or not, because I don't quite remember what the number was before, and the number I saw didn't make any sense. I know I took some summer classes over the summer, so I don't know if that's why it looked like it had increased. So I don't really know. I'm hoping it didn't I'm hoping I didn't get skipped over, because it said anybody that is within a household that makes under 125K a year, they at least get 10,000. And then I believe if you got the Pell Grant at any point, you'll get $20,000 off. And I did try to look into that. It doesn't look like I got the Pell Grant. I don't know. I have literally been on a chicken hunt trying to find out what's going on with my loans, and to see if, because again, I should have gotten this debt relief. And it's just not, the numbers aren't adding up. I don't know if anyone else is having this issue. Comment down below if you're having the same issue where you're logging in to look at your loans and it doesn't look like much has changed. Let me know. But yeah, we're gonna check out this quick little video about him announcing this student loan debt relief plan.
Using the authority Congress granted the Department of Education, we will forgive $10,000 in outstanding federal student loans. In addition, students who come from low-income families, which allowed them to qualify to receive a Pell Grant, will have their debt reduced to $20,000. Both of these targeted actions are for families who need it the most. Working and middle-class people hit especially hard during the pandemic, making under $125,000 a year. All this means people can finally crawl out from under that mountain of debt, to get on top of their rent and their utilities, to finally think about buying a home or starting a family or starting a business.
And respectfully, I know this speech was probably, written by multiple people and, overly prepared. And here's the thing. It really just depends on it varies from person to person. Some people, they have low debt. Other people have an extreme amount of debt. Like someone that went to school to become a doctor, they're swimming in debt. Whereas someone that may have just went to community college and got their associates, their student loan debt might be gone now because of this. And so it varies from person to person. For some people, this made a really, really big difference. Half of their loans are gone. Half of mine should be gone. But again, I'm going to look into that. But, this makes a really big difference for a lot of people. Now, some people, on the other hand, who are like hitting 80 to 90K in student loan debt, this is only making like a dent, but it is still something. And you can't, it's hard. Everybody wants their loans gone. Obviously, everybody wants their student loans gone. The way that a lot of students are taken advantage of when it comes to taking out loans and stuff like that, it's just, it sucks, but I really think that this was the best that Joe Biden could get from from the government, because they just were not. And you still have people that are pissed about that. There are people out there that are pissed off about this, and they feel like it's unfair that people's loans are being forgiven. But it's like, I don't know, man. I've said it 100 times. People are very selfish, and they only think about themselves. And people feel some kind of way that they had to pay off all their loans, so they want everyone else to suffer. And I hate that mentality. I hate that mentality of, oh well, I suffered, so you have to suffer. I hate it. I see it with parenting all the time. Instead of making, people like some people that have kids, instead of making their lives better and easier, and this is very prevalent in the Black community especially, instead of making their lives better because they can, they feel like, oh well, I had to suffer it, so you have to suffer. And it's like, no. Or even with the workforce, like, our generation and millennials, so Gen Z and millennials, we have figured out a way to make money a little bit more easier. We're prioritizing our life, and our having that work-life balance, and not working ourselves to death at a job that we hate. We're finding that balance. We're finding other ways of making money. We're becoming entrepreneurs. We're working smarter and not harder. But then you have other generations and other people that, they've been stuck at the same dead-end job for years, and they feel like everybody needs to go through that because they went through that. So they envy people, especially content creators. They get on content creators heavy, like, oh, you're not working a real job. Well, I'm making real money. So, it's just, people need to just chill out.
And by the way, when this happens, the whole economy is better off. Now,
see,
I understand not everything I'm announcing today is going to make everybody happy.
Yeah.
Something is too much. Something is too little.
Mm-hmm.
But I believe my plan is responsible and fair. It focuses the benefit on middle class and working families.
Mm-hmm.
It helps both current and future borrowers, and will fix a badly broken system.
Hi.
Okay. But yeah, I'm happy about this. Like I said, I really have to go back. I'm really kicking myself that I didn't, because it's been a while. Like, I haven't looked at my loans since I graduated, but I've also taken summer classes, but it shouldn't have increased by that much. I don't know. I gotta figure out what's going on with my loans. But anyway, I do hope that this student loan debt relief does really, really help most of you. Like I said, for some, it's only gonna put like a small dent in it, but I think that this is really helping out a lot of people. Obviously, we want more. Obviously, we want them, we want the relief for all of our loans. But I do think that this is a great step in the right direction. But let me know what you guys thought in the comments down below. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. And if you guys have any other reaction requests, let me know in the comments down below. And I will see you guys in the next video.